Okay, now we will see the SAT script. SAT script, like we discussed, we do the scenario based testing. Okay, I will give one example to explain about SAT. UT means we test each transaction, okay, transfer order, transfer requirement, and transfer order from material document, transfer order from like different things we take it. Okay, so it will be like transaction code based testing. Okay, TO created, storage bin is created, TO is confirmed. Like that we do the testing by testing. But when it comes to SAT, it will be like scenario based testing. How we do the scenario based testing? Now we can check it. Okay, this is the template I can give later. Now I will show you. For example, we need to take SAP standard only so that you can clearly understand. Otherwise, if I will just give sequence 1, 2, 3 like that, or else you can give 1.1, whatever the sequence number. It's not a step name first. Inbound delivery. Okay, step name is inbound delivery, for example. Then step description. Create inbound delivery. Let me enhance the size. Create inbound delivery. Description is we can give that inbound delivery creation manually or else through EDI. For example, if it is created through EDI, we just display here. Okay, we don't do that initial step there. And what is the test data? To create inbound delivery, we need to give purchase order. Okay, and verify the quantities, verify quantity details, change if required. Okay, and any input header text details. What are this VL31N? Expected result, inbound delivery. Inbound delivery is created. Okay, actual result is also where we need to ask the user to input the inbound delivery is created like that. And document number, what are the document number? We just need to input like this. So it will give you the details of how the inbound delivery is getting created, and we can see the data here and how the inbound delivery is getting created, and what are the input parameters we have passed into that. These all the information we can see in the transaction code. So what are the input fields we need to input, because this script is more sensitive, because this script will be used by the core user. Okay, the team who is going to perform the user acceptance testing, they are going to use it. So we should provide the details as clear as possible. Okay, because the end user, the core user is going to utilize that. So this SAP document actual results, these details will be filled during testing. Whoever doing the testing, they will fill the data, and the template, these details should be available. They need to input the purchase order number, input a header text details, all the information they need to fill. Okay, next step will be, I'm just giving you as a SAP standard if you prepare without any custom thing. Okay, when you have custom, the respective T codes we need to input. After that, once the truck is received at inbound bay, the truck has received, then create transfer order against inbound delivery. For example, one inbound delivery, 200 pieces, the truck also 200 pieces. We create inbound delivery transfer order against the inbound delivery. So transfer order will be transfer order shows the source or destination, where to keep it, destination bin details. Okay, transfer order shows the destination bin detail. What are some description if you want to provide? And scenario name, when you create inbound delivery in a transfer order, The transaction code is LT03. It looks like this /n LT03. So we need to input the warehouse number, then inbound delivery number. Okay, inbound delivery number. These two we input, and once you have entered into that, the same like it's like LT0C. So verify destination, bin details, and quantity, and then save. So T code is LT03. Expected results, transfer order is created. So the same way they need to mention that the number, whatever transfer order number we are using, 092, whatever the number range, pass. We can give one sample for them how to fill it. Okay, this one we can consider as a pass. Tester Ganesh, test date 24/09/2000. This is one sample we can give to them. Remarks, no issues. If they got any issues, they need to mention there, and also the solution when it was provided. In the remarks, we can maintain the tracker when the issue was raised and who has fixed it and how it was fixed and all. After that, confirm transfer order. Okay, just confirm the put away. Confirm the put away by confirming TO. Just you can give the description. What is the confirm transfer order T code /n LT12. So we just input the transfer order, then warehouse number LT12. Okay, then click enter. If you have any kind of, just verify the details, click enter, and verify bin details, what are the bin quantity, all the details, then save. So the LT12 is confirmed, transfer order is confirmed. Okay, after transfer order confirmation, we need to do the post goods receipt, GR against inbound delivery upon. Okay, then what EVL32N. Okay, we can take any delivery input, inbound delivery, verify quantity details, and input any text details. If they want to enter any header text and all, they can input and add it. Input any text details, then click on post goods receipt. Verify quantity detail, quantity, etc. details. Okay, let's check it. Any inbound delivery we get it. I don't think we have any inbound delivery. Let's check. It's an SS16N VB UK total goods movement A, not at goods receipt, but pick status and WM status is C. Let's try our luck if we find any inbound delivery which is available in the system. Yes, we can see some inbound deliveries, but which is there any inbound delivery which is related to my plant /OVL32N? Actually, because in VB UK we cannot pass any org structure details. So first we check the status here, and then we copy and keep it in LIKP or any table to find out based on our org structure. Let's see the stock placement. Okay, something is related to my warehouses, one of the warehouses. Let's have it the 15 and CC. We need to identify the status, CC, everything. And then we can click on post goods receipt. So system will do the post goods receipt. So inbound delivery, verify quantity details, and if they want to enter any header text detail, they can go there. Okay. So we can just, it has some error message. Let's check it. We just want to see the screen field. Having some error messages, I think. (206). There are different errors. Anyway, once you click the post goods receipt, system will do the post goods receipt that, and the VL 32N. Okay, goods receipt is posted. Maybe we can maintain the material document number here, the 101 document based on the document flow. Later we can have something like stock overview by bin. Okay, we can use the stock overview. Either we can use LX02 /n LX02. This one we can run. We can pass warehouse number and storage type, and in the dynamic selection we can use any material if you want to input any material details, everything we can input here. LX02 stock is displayed. Okay, we can use that stock display. LX02 we can use here to check the stock. This is the how we can prepare SAT script. If they want to run from the MM from PO to there, that also we can use here. Okay, the same steps we can have. Okay, we can have from PO to create purchase order. Okay, PO creation for external procurement. Okay, we can have a PO document type, company code, purchase org, purchase group, material, quantity, plant, storage location, vendor is first. Vendor. Okay, any other details we can just input. Like this, we need to prepare the SAT script. So purchase order is created. So actual result also. So we can have these steps like this: inbound process, outbound process. We need to have this step by step. Either we can input the data also here, like module. This is MM. This one may be MM or WM. Who is responsible? WM. This one again MM or WM. Who is responsible for that? And WM. So like this way we prepare the a script, and then they want to have invoice verification. Again, FI or MM who is responsible in that project, so that we can keep it 7 FI or MM. Just invoice verification. We need PO and any tax information and tax code, and if you want to change any tax code details, anything. Tax code, any unplanned delivery cost if they want to involve. Okay, and verify the amount, then post invoice, MIRO. Okay. Invoice receipt is posted. So like that, how many steps they have, and if they want to verify everything, we can check from here. So this will be helpful for there. This is how we make scripts, SAT scripts, based on the each process by process. We do the step-by-step process with the transaction codes, and required input fields also we need input, so that user will input the each field. When they fill, they need to input the details and all. And this is how we prepare the SAT script for all the processes. How many processes you have defined for the respective business, we need to input all the steps and all the transaction codes with the input fields and all, either it is inbound or outbound or internal. Okay, this is how we prepare the scripts. So UT, you come to know that it's only transaction code. All transactions codes are working fine. This will be helpful to understand the basic configuration is fine. But the scenario wise, we will have integration scenario with MM, integration scenario with PP, integration scenarios with SD. Okay, that is how we prepare the scripts for SAT.